In this video, I'm going to answer the questions that a lot of you have been asking me. How are the Trump tariffs affecting the Boise, Idaho real estate market and the interest rates and everything like that? So if you're ready to learn how the Boise, Idaho real estate market is affected by the Trump tariffs, I'm ready to teach that to you. So let's go! All right, so I have a large team here in the Boise, Idaho area that helps me out with the YouTube clients, just like yourself coming, and other clients that we work with. And on Monday, we were discussing the Trump tariffs because we've had a couple incidents come up where we've had buyers who have held off on purchasing and sellers who've held off on listing because of the uncertainty of the Trump tariff effect on their stock market and the housing market in general. So Wendy, for example, and you guys have met her on the videos before that I do with her, she had an open house for one of our local clients here that we were selling, and she had a buyer come through on Saturday, loved it. They requested to have Wendy show it separately outside of open house on Sunday, which she did, and then set up another showing on Monday to see it again. They absolutely love this house. It's perfect for them. They have a home here in Meridian, Idaho that they need to sell, so Wendy's gonna sell that. But we're talking about the process and why they didn't make the offer. And it was because they felt like, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen with the economy, with the stock market, and so it kept them off the sidelines from proceeding forward. And I've got another gentleman on my team, Dusty. He has a client in Sacramento, and they're talking about making the move up here. They've been looking at Idaho for a while now, and they're about ready to pull the trigger to come up here, but they've kind of paused because they're uncertain as to what's going on. So I kind of wanted to talk to you today just about what is going on, like boots on the ground. I'm here giving you straight up what I'm seeing every single day here in the Boise, Idaho market, and what I'm hearing from other agents on my team, and talking to other brokers here in the Idaho area about what's happening in the market. So we do have people holding off, but is that the whole picture? Or is that just kind of like kind of the hot topic right now to pause and not act? Let's dive in a little bit further on that. Now let's just talk about real estate in general. Real estate is a long-term play. It's never a short-term play. It is for a small minority of the population who buys properties and flips them. But for most people like you and I, we're not flipping houses every single day. We are buying our rentals, or we're buying our own properties, and we're holding it. It's a long-term play. And so when people have knee-jerk reactions to not get into the game, or to hurry up and sell their house because things are moving or there's a little uncertainty or disruption, it makes it very short-sighted when it comes to real estate in general, and it's just not a smart play in the long-term game. Now, last week I did a video with Bill Zimmerman, and I'll put that link right up here if you want to go watch that, or down below in the description. Because what we did, because we're seeing this a lot, people are waiting for that crash before they make a move. They're waiting for everything to kind of bottom out so they can pick up a deal. And it's kind of funny to me because a lot of those people who aren't able to pick up foreclosures is because all their dry powder is gone. It got wiped out in the stock market, or they've lost jobs. And so Bill did a great job explaining the cost of waiting, whether you're waiting for interest rates to drop a half a point or percent versus just buying today. Now, I know a lot of you who are gonna comment and say, well, there's another realtor just looking for a commission. It's not. Yes, of course I wanna sell houses, make a living, but I'm not here to persuade you to purchase today. I just wanna give you that information. So as you're looking at what's happening across the board in your local state, in your local community, and you're wondering how that's affecting Idaho, I think we are gonna see a little little, hiccup where things might slow down or prices might go up. We're really going to see that in building costs. So I think builders are going to get, have the biggest impact versus a traditional home seller like yourself or like myself who has just a home that we're going to sell. I think we're going to see that hit in those new construction homes, and you might see the price fluctuation in new construction raise in order for them to offset the cost. Now, I was reading on Realtor.com, and I'll post a link down below in the description of what they said, but I'll just read that to you right here. It said, while uncertainty remains elevated, it's now becoming clear that the tariff increases will be significantly larger than expected, said Fair Chairman Jerome Powell during a speech on Friday. The same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth. So there's no fluff in that, right? So a lot of people read that, they hear that, and they pause, they don't act. Well, it's hard for people to just pause and not act when you have outside influences pushing you, i.e. maybe you're separating from your a marriage, or maybe there's been a death, or maybe you're trying to get closer to the grandkids. Now, if you're able to make the move, it is a great time to make a move here in the Boise, Idaho area. Right now, we're seeing an average day on market around 33 days. That's down from where it's been in the past. Now, what's driving that? Well, we're in the spring market. A lot of people have been renting for a while and waiting for things to kind of turn around. There's more, believe it or not, there's more confidence in the economy. And so people, although the Fed chair came out and said that about the impact, nationally, Idaho is a really interesting market. It's one of the fewer states that has, a lot of constitutional rights that, are still protected. Now everyone's kind of getting those now, but it's one of those states where people really are drawn to because of the freedoms that you have here in the Boise, Idaho area. Now, we'll probably see the interest rates jump up a little bit as we have this last week, but according, from Realtor.com, the national average rate was around 6.64% for a 30-year fix. So that's kind of the norm. We'd love to see it get into the fives, low sixes, high fives, somewhere in there. I think that's a healthy rate. But we're gonna see that. The rates are gonna swing all the way around this whole next year. So it's really tough to nail down like, hey, when's that great time to buy where that perfect rate comes in? Man, I don't know when that's gonna happen. So I kind of lean on this, and this is kind of from going back to my team and our discussions. We talk to people from all over the country, and the stories that they share with us of why they are picking Idaho, it's moving. It's really moving. And to hear them cry, or to hear them express their frustration in their current city, or how bad they miss their kids or their grandkids. I mean, that is real. That is life. And when life happens, you make the move. And I think that is what we're having here in Idaho, is we have people who are feeling something inside them, either a strong pull for whatever reason to get to Idaho, or they're filling a void, they're missing someone or something, and Idaho seems to be it. And so when we talk about you guys, our clients here on Mondays, and who we connected with, they're heartwarming stories, and there's a reason why people are coming here, and it's not just to be like, our housing market used to be cheap, but I think it's kind of getting more expensive because it's so popular, and the homes are getting more expensive to build. But I think when people come here, they see something different. They feel something different. It's a slower pace. It kind of takes you back. The beauty is incredible. The mountains, the foothills, all the rivers, all the outdoor activity, all the free events that happen. Just the community. I was talking to someone, I was showing them houses, and they're from the Midwest, and they're coming out to Idaho. And one thing that they notice about Idaho is it's like, you know what? Idaho is hardworking. The people here, they get up and they go to work and they come home. And they go out on the weekends and they play hard. They work hard, they play hard. And I was like, man, that was their observation, just coming and touring with me, looking at different houses. And I think that's what people feel. It's like this different sense. It's not like you're not trying to one up your neighbor. You're not trying to, keep up with the Jones. people don't care about that for the most part. They care about their family, they care about their income and their job, their pride in it, and they really want to work hard and provide for their family. And that's just the value of Idaho. And so that's why you see these neighborhoods that have beautiful community parks. Some have pools. You see people out on the river. You see people on the greenbelt. You have people actively living their life. And so if you're stuck in a rut right now, if you're stuck in just saying, you know, honey, or, you know, partner, you know, family, whatever, you know, I'm feeling something inside that we need to go check out Idaho. There's something there for us that we need to see that might take us there. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend reaching out to any one of us here on the Go Idaho team and send us an email, give me a call, or shoot me a text so that we can set up a Zoom call and meet with you and answer your questions. I have a great team of experienced agents who I vet to make sure that they can take care of everyone, and they do a fantastic job. And one thing I always look for is I look for agents who have heart of a teacher, people who actually want to listen to you and help you and kind of figure out how they can, you know, make your life better and improve it when you come to Idaho. So don't hesitate to reach out. I guess that's my little plug. So I hope that was helpful information for you about like how the Trump tariffs are affecting the Boise, Idaho market. They really aren't. The housing market, I think it'll trickle down into the builders, like I said. But right now, like I said, people are coming here and sellers are selling, and they're selling for top dollar. I mean, we just had a few bidding wars that got through, and the prices are high right now. So if you're thinking, yikes, I want to hold off, I have no idea, man, I don't want you to miss out. So reach out to us, schedule a Zoom call. I'll put the link down below for that, and we can get going and really kind of learn about you and your goals. And I don't care if you're 3 years out. I don't care if you're 2 years out. I just want to help you, give you the information that you are looking for. And if you have plans to come out, I'd love to meet you. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send me an email, and let's connect and put a game plan together that's right for you.